Hello, everybody. Robbie here. In closing of all my videos, I always say evil never ever wins and that the masks are falling off. Well, they are falling off. They literally are falling off. Look at all the evil that is going on in this world, in this country. People abusing the Fifth Amendment. And us, Americans, citizens of the United States, were denied freedom of speech, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. We were not allowed to speak about it. Otherwise, our accounts would be suspended. We'd get warnings or suspended or be deleted. It would disappear. And a lot of people put up a lot of things to help people get well with the COVID-19 pandemic and some of the warnings from the vaccinations, but they were removed. And the people were removed from platforms, literally silenced, canceled. Remember that? You're canceled. Do you remember in TV shows, late night shows, dressing up as, little pandemic, little vaccination needles, the vaccine, doing the dance without masks. Do you remember people talking about you must wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart, but meanwhile their masks were off their face, and when they went to go put on the video, the masks were put back on? You know what I'm saying? All of it, all right? Hot mics, hot microphones, video, all of it, okay? And it's all out there, and the proof is all out there. But they still look at you and say, no, we didn't do that, even though it's on video. The sky is yellow. It's not blue. It's yellow. It's yellow. Come on. Okay? Enough is enough with this. We need to change the pandemic laws. We have to not allow what happened during COVID-19 or any pandemic, even with AIDS, to ever happen again. All right? So many bad things happened. And look at the world. Look at Europe. Look at everything. And evil right now is stepping all over us. It's in the Revelations. Evil is all over, and they're trying to put out the lights of the good people, and it's not going to happen. My light will not dim. I will continue to make my light bright and brighter in darkness, okay? But we need to change pandemic laws. They must be changed. We cannot allow what happened during COVID to ever happen again. We cannot allow what the school districts did, what the industry, the whole entire industry from A to Z changed everything, right? But we need to change the legislations on pandemic laws, and we cannot allow monsters to take control of them being doctors or scientists. Trust the science, because it's false. It was all false right from the start, and a lot of people made a lot of money. It was just for profit at the end of the day. Profit and destruction, okay? And I'm going to say it over and over. Everybody, remember, at the end of the day, evil never ever wins, okay? You must remember that, okay? And we must not elect anti-Americans into office. Look at Dearborn, Michigan. Dearborn, Michigan, right? Chanting death to America, standing on American soil, death to America, death to Israel. Are you serious right now? But people are out there voting them in, these socialist, Islamic socialists that do not have the right intentions for America or for the world. Okay, think about that. Death to America on our soil. Can you imagine that in the 80s? Somebody saying that, there'd be a lot of problems for them. That's all I got to say about that. All right, everybody, we must change pandemic laws, and we must get the people that are very mentally ill off the streets, all right? But let's start with the pandemic laws. Let's go from there and then just graduate into that. Because like I said in my other videos, we laid out a lot of money for illegal criminals to stay and be housed on our tax dollars, okay? People that were not part of this country or contributed to this country were collecting all kinds of benefits from our Social Security, everything that we all worked for, okay? All of it. But we're going to have the mentally ill on the streets running around harming the American citizens, the citizens of this country, All right, everybody, just remember what I said, okay? And please, we got to do something about pandemic laws. We must change pandemic laws, and we must not elect anyone that is anti-American into any of our office. Any of our office. They're not American. When they're anti-American, they're not American, whether they were born here or not. And the majority of them weren't born here. You should be born here. You should have went to school here the whole entirety to be able to even run for any office in the United States of America. Okay? Somalians over there, married to your brother, right? Telling, say America is a bad place. Get out. We don't want you here. We don't want any of you here that are anti American. You're going to say death to America? Get the hell out. All right? Because otherwise, we will get you out. All right? This is not over for you, for us. It's over for you. All right? The masks are falling down, like I said. But remember, everybody, at the end of the day, evil never ever wins. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the world. Okay? Let's end this shit because that's all it is. They're nothing. They're the 1% of nothing. Take care, guys.